Hi there, I'm Michael Giblin with Fiddlershop.com, and this is a tutorial for the cello part for the 2022 Fiddlerman Christmas group project on the Wexford Carol. Now, I'm not much of a cellist myself, so I'm going to have Suaima come in and play the part for you, but I'll talk you through some of the important things to remember after that. So let's get started. Okay, thank you, Suaima, for playing that. I'll walk you through some of the things to keep in mind. The first thing is please have an earbud or headphones or something to isolate the click track so that we don't hear the click track while you're playing. We should only hear your instrument. So either ear, doesn't really matter. And then before we play any notes, we want to make sure that we're tuned to A440, just good old 440, so that we're all in tune. And also you can play a lot of open strings in this part, so we want to make sure that we're all really in tune. If you're filming on your phone, I know even if you play cello, let's try to all film in landscape mode, not portrait mode, if you can. If it's really impossible, we can probably make things work, but we're going to try to get everybody all in that mode. If you're using like a digital camera, it's probably by default in that orientation anyways. Okay, so a couple things, just I talked through this a little bit with Suaima, is that you can change bows pretty much whenever you want. When you get to like measures 5, 6, 7, 8, you can change every measure. The bowings aren't really that important, and there's going to be a lot of people playing and probably changing bows in different places. So do what's comfortable. And try to follow the phrase, though. Even if we are changing bowings, the first 4 measures are this big long phrase. So in the violin part, if you listen, it goes da bum be da 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 dee da da. It keeps going ba dee da 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 dee da dum. And so try to reflect that spirit of phrasing even with the cello part. So do keep in mind, you're going to start with that open G, and then you got F sharp. So nice and high. There are a couple places where you do have F natural, so we really want to make sure that we're being clear about F sharp or F natural. The tricky measures for everybody really are 9, 10, and 11. So if you take a look at that, here we actually have some of that rhythm that the violin parts have been playing for a while. There's ba, 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 bum, and there you have the B flat, B, bum, F natural, ba, D. So in measure 11, you also change with the violin part. That's kind of the only time where the rhythm changes. Da, ba. And so it might help. You can listen to the violin parts. They have that triplet. They go B, da, da, D, ba, ba, D. So don't neglect those measures. If it's a little tricky, I always sort of recommend put your instrument down for a second, and you can either like tap the beat and sing the rhythm. So in measure 9, you have ba, 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 bee, ba, bee, ba. So that's a little bit helpful. Once if you can sing that, speak it, or if you can clap that rhythm, then pick your instrument up and play it then. So, but you have to hear it first. Again, moving on towards the end, you can change bows here, 13, 14, 15. I know it's just kind of tied over forever. You can break that up. Try to play that hairpin and the dynamics. And then you can kind of, if it works out a little bit funny, you can also break the bowing within the measure in that last measure. It doesn't. I know the click track is very non-musical and just smacking away there, but you can also in that last measure you can hang over just a little bit. It doesn't have to end abruptly right at the end of 3 beats. If it sort of trails off and has a little bit of breath at the end, that's great. And then also in the recording, try to leave a little bit of room at the end, a couple seconds, maybe 10 seconds or so that we can all fade the video out when we're editing the video. We can fade that out nicely together so it doesn't, like some people, their video has to turn off because they didn't include enough extra time. And I think that's basically it. I believe it's Monday, December 5th is the deadline to submit your recording. There's a nice Dropbox link on the Fiddlerman page. I'll put a link for all that in the description box here. But thanks so much for playing this part. I hope it's an enjoyable experience and a good opportunity for everybody to play something fun. And we thank you so much for your involvement. Until I see you then, happy practicing.